At times of quarantining and staying in, I felt like I need some hearty comfort food to cheer myself up. So today, I'll be making my version of salmon chowder. So, we have salmon from Superstore. And then I'll start by introducing our ingredients for today. We will use 4 stalks of celery. We will also use 4 pieces of corn, 1 whole onion, and of course, 3 red potatoes. Well, I'm not a professional chef, so please don't mind how I cut things. Let me move these carrots aside first. We'll start by dicing the carrots 2 at a time. You can't handle all 4 at once. So make sure to chop them into nice, friendly, small, bite-sized pieces, and let's organize them onto a plate. Repeat out with the ends, and we'll repeat by chopping the other 2 pieces of celery into small, bite-sized pieces. After that, we'll move on to the 1 onion. We'll chop that in half, remove the outer layer of the skin for the onion, and we'll start chopping away. I usually start by wetting the knife, just in case. And we'll chop away. Put that also onto a plate and set aside. I never knew that with a peeler you can actually use both sides of the peeler for peeling carrots. So we'll peel all 4 of our carrots. And we'll chop them into bite-sized pieces as well. Chop all 4 carrots. Let me see if Dame will eat this. Next, we will start by peeling our 3 red potatoes. I'll peel all of them first. See if Dame will eat this. I'll start by chopping the potatoes in half and then chopping them also into bite-sized pieces. I'll put them on the plate, and I'll start by putting the Instant Pot into saute mode and putting in the butter. The butter, the better. Melt the butter and put in the onions and saute them until fragrant. I'll then put in the celery. In goes the carrots. And I'll stir and saute them till they're nice and softened. I'll put a bit of seasoning on it right now, and I'll stir and let it soften up a little bit. So we'll give it some time for the vegetables to soften up. I do not like hard vegetables in my soup. And then next we'll go on the potatoes. On the side, I'll start searing some salmon. Just give it a light fry on both sides, just to add a little bit more flavor onto it. Flipping, making sure both sides have a little bit of a sear on it. I wish I could have fried this a little bit more, but this will do. Afterwards, I will put in 1 container of vegetable broth, and then I will put in the salmon. Make sure the salmon is submerged in the broth, and I will put in the sweet corn. Once again, make sure all the mixture is covered in underneath the broth, and then let me try to put on the lid. Oh, there we go. After the lid goes on, I will put the Instant Pot to high pressure onto 5 minutes. Meantime, I will mix some cornstarch together to help thicken up the soup. Let me put a couple of spoonfuls of cornstarch into the bowl. Measurements do not have to be perfect. It really depends how thick or the consistency you want for the soup. I'll add a bit of water to the mixture. Stir it together. It should just look like a little white mixture of cornstarch. The texture of the soup. While that's going on, let me grind some cheese. Great. Great. Oh, wrong plate. Let me put on the designated cheese plate. Well, in the meantime, the Instant Pot should have counted down from 5 minutes from now. Let me release the smoke. You don't want this smoke. Be careful, the smoke may hurt or may cause burns, so be careful when touching the nipple. After all the smoke is released, carefully open up the lid and let's take a look inside. Looks like everything is coming together slowly. Give it a nice mix, but now the salmon should be flaking and just falling apart as we mix it. You can add 1 to 2 cartons of cream. We'll add our mixture of cornstarch. Give it a bit of a stir. Add in cheese of your choice. I personally like to use cheddar. And we'll mix it some more just to help it flake. Let's season that a tad more. Stay salty, my friends. When life gives you lemons, you put a little bit of it in your soup. It'll help cut it a bit. Taste again. Once again, everybody's taste is different. You can season to your liking and to what your taste buds like. Let's scoop some out and give it a try. Make sure you get everything into the bowl. Corn, celery, potatoes, nice salmon, all in one bowl. So for toppings, I personally like to put on croutons. These are actually cheese croutons. Who doesn't like cheese? So let me put some on there. There you have it, my version of salmon chowder.
Say something cheesy.
Say something cheesy.
Ojanga! I like a nice savory soup. It's really hearty. Got everything in one bite. And the croutons with the cheese just really melts in. Really blends in.
Hope everybody stays home, makes soup for their loved ones, and eat soup.
Work on more cheesy recipes.
And keep growing from home. Keep trying new things, keep doing what you can to stay safe, and that's it. Peace.